Hi crochet friends, welcome back to Alice's Crochet Corner. In today's tutorial I will show you how you can crochet this drawstring pouch. You can adjust the pattern to make a bag of any size and it is super beginner friendly. This is a perfect project to use up your scrap yarn. I am using 10-ply acrylic yarn with a 3.5mm crochet hook. It will be good to have a stitch marker or a bobby pin if you don't have one, a pair of scissors and a darning needle to get started. We will start by creating a slip knot, and how I like to do mine is I hold the tail end of the yarn underneath my thumb, and using my left hand I grab the working yarn, twist it to form a loop, and I grab the tail end of the yarn to pull through that loop. Insert our hook into that loop and pull tight. Next we will be chaining the desired width that we would like for our drawstring bag, and that can be any size. So for me I am going to chain 16. To do a chain you wrap your yarn around your hook once and pull through that slip knot we've just created. And you can see that that little V is one chain. And then I'm repeating that. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4, and I'm just going to keep going until I have the width that I would like, and for me I am chaining 16. I finished chaining 16. Work a double crochet into the second chain from the hook. So we don't count the chain on the hook and we're skipping the next chain, and this is the second chain, and we'll work a double crochet. To do that, we wrap our yarn around our hook once, insert our hook into that second chain, grab our yarn at the back and pull up a loop, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through 2 loops, and wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through the remaining 2 loops. So that is our very first double crochet. And it will be good to grab out our stitch marker and mark that very first stitch. Right after we've done that, we start working a double crochet into the next chain. So again, we wrap the yarn around our hook once, we're inserting it into that next chain and grabbing our yarn and pulling up a loop. Wrapping our yarn around our hook and pulling through 2 loops, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through the remaining 2 loops. And so we'll repeat that pattern and work a double crochet in each of these chains up until the very last chain. Just done a double crochet in that chain and are now working into the next chain. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat that, working a double crochet into every chain up until the very last chain, and I'll meet you when we're done. I've worked a double crochet into every chain, and when we're at the very last chain, we want to work a total of 6 double crochet into that last chain. So that's 1 double crochet. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, and then last one, 6 double crochet. You can see that by doing that we've created the nice curve for the base of our bag. After we have done that, we are going to continue on working on the other side and working into the underlying chains with our double crochet. So we've just done 6 there, and you can just pull your tail end of the yarn to close the gap if you have one. And then we will work into the underlying chain. So just done the 6 double crochet. So now we're working into this next chain. And I'm just working a double crochet into each chain. And you can see that as I do this, I am also crocheting around this tail end of the yarn. And so you can see I'm just working into each underlying chain. So I'm going to repeat this, working 1 double crochet into every chain until we're at the very last chain. I've worked a double crochet into the underlying chains, and now we are going to work 6 double crochet into that very last chain, just like what we've done for this side. That's 1 double crochet, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you chained the same number as me at the start and chained 16, at the end of this round you should have a total of 40 stitches. Even if you chained a different number, I do recommend counting your stitches. And so how you count them is you twist your work so it faces you like this, and each V counts as 1 stitch. It's important to know that number so that in the future, in the later rounds, we don't accidentally add more stitches. Once we are happy, we are going to remove our stitch marker and insert our hook where that stitch marker was of that first double crochet, and we are going to do a slip stitch. So to do that, we grab the yarn at the back and pull through again. And so that is the base of our bag done. From here on, we are going to work on the body of the bag, and that is just going to be a 1 round repeat until we have reached the size that we're happy with. So to start every single round, we always chain 2, and this does not count as a stitch. So that's 1 and 2. And in that same stitch, we are going to work a double crochet. And we use a stitch marker to mark that very first stitch. And then for the body, we will work a double crochet into every chain all the way around the base of our bag. And so you can see I'm working 1 double crochet, and I'm just going to repeat that all the way around the base, and I'll meet you when we're back at where we've started. I finished working a double crochet all around the base of the bag, and at the end of this round I should have a total of 40 stitches. It's the same number of stitches as I had for the base of our bag, and so you should also have the same number of stitches as your base. Once we are happy with that, we are going to go ahead and slip stitch on top of this first double crochet. So we can remove our stitch marker insert our hook right above that first double crochet and do our slip stitch by pulling the yarn through at the back and through again and pull tight. Wonderful. Now you should be able to see that our work is starting to fold to form the body of our bag. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat exactly what I have just shown you in the last round. So feel free to rewind and watch again until I have reached the desired height for my bag, and I'll meet you when we're done. I have finished working on the body of our drawstring bag. I'm very happy with the size, and I ended up doing a total of 9 rounds for the body. You can do more or less rounds as you need depending on what you'd like to put inside the bag, but once you are happy with it, we can go ahead and grab our scissors and leave a little bit of yarn left. I will chain 1 and weave through. Next we are going to go ahead and weave this in. We are going to weave this in through the inside of our bag, and so I just like to go through underneath the stitches in one direction, and then afterwards I just like to change direction, and then we'll go straight down again. And then we go ahead and change direction as well. We are happy that our end is secure. I'm just going to go ahead and tie a little knot at the very last stitch. Just cut it close to it. And then once we have finished, we're going to go ahead and create the drawstring to weave through our bag. So we will create 2 drawstrings, but before I show you how, I want to show you the length that you need to chain for your drawstring. So what you want to be able to do is wrap your drawstring around the front and the back of your bag and still have a little bit left at the very end, and this is going to be a different number of chains depending on the size of the bag you are making. To make the drawstring, we first create a slip knot. So again, I hold the tail end of the yarn underneath my thumb like so, and I grab my other hand to twist the yarn to form a loop, and I pull the tail end of the yarn through that loop, insert our hook and pull tight. And now we are going to chain the length for our drawstring. Remember, you want it to wrap in front and the back of your bag. So for me, that will be chaining 50. So that's just again wrapping our yarn around our hook, pulling through that slip knot. That's 1 chain, and I'm just going to go ahead and keep going until I have a total of 50 chains. Once you have the right length for your drawstring, I'm going to go ahead and cut it and weave it through. And then now we have created 2 drawstrings to weave through our bag. I'm using a darning needle to weave our drawstring along the top row because I find it much easier to weave through. First we will start with the right hand side as we lay the bag flat. To weave it through, we are going to follow the pattern of going under 2 double crochet. You can see I'm pulling it all the way like this, and then I'm going to go over the next 2 double crochet, and then afterwards we go under the next 2 double crochet, and then over, under. So you can see I am going over and under 2 double crochet, and I will repeat that all the way around until we are back at where we have started. I have weaved the drawstring all along the top following the pattern of going under and over 2 double crochet, and you can see we're now back at where we've started. Next we will tie the 2 together. So how I like to do it is I just tie a little knot, and I try to tie it as close to the slip knot as possible. Just like that. And once I am happy with the length, I'm going to cut it. We're going to go ahead and weave this one in. For the second drawstring, we start weaving it in through the left hand side. And so what I like to do is follow the path that's already been set for us. So I'm weaving it in through the left hand side. But as you can see, I'm going underneath 2 double crochet. And then I'm going over the next 2 and then under the next 2. And you can just see we are following the exact pattern that we did with the first drawstring. And then I feel like by doing so it creates this really nice and coherent look. And then you can see I am now back at where we have started with the left hand side. And again we are going to tie these 2 together just like we have done for this one. And then once I'm happy with it, I cut a little bit off at the end. Then I can pull it tight just like that. And that's it guys, thank you so much for crocheting with me. I hope you loved this tutorial and most importantly enjoy using your new bag. Thank you once again and I'll see you next time.